Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. Today we'll take a look at the 1998 Mazda Roadster 1.8 VS, aka the MX-5 NB. We have had one of these go around the track before, however it was the D-Rights version, which was non-upgradable apart from the tyres. So I figured we'd bring another MB to the track just so it can have a little bit more of a representative lap time, but this is the luxurious VS model, which comes with this fantastic beige roof that I do quite like. It is a front-engined rear-wheel drive, 274 horsepower, 947 kilos, not particularly heavy, even though it's the luxury model. Should be fun. I do like the MB. Hopefully it does well, and we will see how it gets along with 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track. It's going to get those 6 laps at best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Daihatsu Storia Rally car of 28.410. This car unlikely to beat that. This car should be aiming at the Mazda Unos Roadster. Don't worry about this first lap, by the way, it doesn't count. 32.088, and that is sort of where I'm hoping this goes. I was actually looking, the torque stat and the horsepower stat on this are relatively similar, so I thought this was turbocharged, but no, it's actually naturally aspirated, which is interesting, and that means it actually produces quite a healthy amount of torque for a naturally aspirated engine, so hopefully it does well. Unfortunately, MX-5s are always destined to struggle a little bit with this track, just because they are rear-wheel drive, which isn't ideal. They're also more prone to sliding in the same sort of way that you're not expecting the Toyota Sprinters or anything like that to be massively quick around here. These do suffer from that. 31.817, it has beaten the NA MX-5 that we had go around. Admittedly, that NA was quite down on power compared to this, although I think it was significantly lighter, because like I said, this is the VS model, which as you can tell is not running racing modification. I think the other two NBs are going to run racing mod, because the 1.6 is obviously lighter, and the 1.8 RS is the most powerful of all of them, or the most powerful and the lightest weight. This obviously tied in power with this NB here. I am surprised it's not turbocharged, because obviously MX-5s and turbochargers is something that's quite common in the real world. Although I say that, I think Matt Watson from Carwell's got a supercharged one, which is definitely more my style. Or you can just, you know, go full mental and stick the Jag V6 in it. I remember I always wanted a that's really quick actually. I always wanted an MB MX-5 when I was sort of searching for my second car. Unfortunately, I sort of came to the conclusion I kind of needed back seats in a car, and ever since then I don't think I've ever, no I haven't, I've never had a car with less than 5 doors. Nope, tell a lie, I had the Accord, which is technically a 4-door because it's a saloon. But yeah, so I decided I sort of needed back seats, so I never, we'll go for a bit of a run up here. I never did get my MX-5, but I really wanted the California edition in bright yellow. Which, in fairness, considering I had long hair back then, maybe that was a good thing I didn't get into a bright yellow MX-5. I think I would have, I think at the time I was sort of pricing up how much a hardtop was going to cost for it. Unfortunately, I was in the wrong gear there, which on a car like this really does hurt it for these naturally aspirated cars. So 31.127 is going to be the time, but that is impressive. That's actually really impressive from the MX-5. I was just saying how I don't think these things are going to be particularly quick, and yeah, as it turns out, today's just full of surprises. Everything I've driven today, apart from maybe that Prelude, has been a surprise. I've driven so far today the Punto and the Prelude in this, so that's sort of the order we've been going on. A 31, to be fair, that lap was pretty good. A 31.127 will put this car into 37th place. It goes basically where the Prelude did last time. It is only marginally slower than that. It is quicker than the Vectra Alpha 166. anything comparable to this. It beats the Lotus Elan. I was not expecting that. I thought the Elan might do better. It is beaten by the Fiat Barchetta, which is sort of a similar type of vehicle, but admittedly that Barchetta was... I think that had a slightly less power than this, and also weighed slightly more, but the front-wheel drive is always going to come out on this course. Yeah, very good from the VS, and I'm excited to see how the other two NB MX-5s are going to get along, and hopefully the NB NX-5s can beat the NA MX-5s, because I'm more an NB person than an NA person. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different, and I know what's coming next time, so you ain't ready for that. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and until then, a farewell.